Strap yourself in because today's all about the drama, the passion, and the pride that only comes with being part of the mighty Celtic. We've got some cracking stories for you, done from Benjamin Nygren's love affair with the fans to Brendan Rodgers' big update on Michel-Ange Balikwisha. And trust me, the last bit of news, it's the one you don't want to miss. So grab your cuppa, stay right here till the end. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 1,000 subscribers, but that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 1,500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. We have 6 news a day to keep you updated with the mighty Celtic. Hit that subscribe button and be part of it. Now that's what I'm talking about, eh? Sunday at Paradise was pure chaos, the kind of match that ages you 10 years and makes you fall in love with the Celtic all over again. And right in the thick of it, our new Swedish hero, Benjamin Nygren. The lad's only been here 5 minutes and he's already acting like he's been raised on the Green Brigade terraces since birth. He comes off the bench, game slipping away, and what does he do? Bang, cool as ye like, smashes it in after Motherwell's keeper absolutely bottles it. You could feel Parkhead erupt, mate. It was one of those moments, the type that shifts the mood of a season. And with Daizen Maeda's late header sealing it, that roar at full time, that wasn't just relief. That was belief creeping back into paradise. Now, Nygren said something after the match that really stuck with me. He admitted we're not at our top level yet, but he's confident this team's only getting started. And you can tell he means it. There's that spark in his eye, that hunger, and that swagger we love to see in a Celtic shirt. He's talking about using this win as a springboard, building momentum, pushing right up to the top where we belong. And honestly, I believe him. The boy looks fearless. What's even better, he's already buzzing about the chants. Said he loves the one. The crowd belts out for Daizen, you know the one. Hearing that inside Parkhead, surrounded by the faithful, it's like electricity running through your veins. That's Celtic, mate. That's what keeps these lads fighting till the very last whistle. And you know what? It's funny because the media keeps saying Celtic aren't clicking yet, but we're still right there, breathing down the necks of hearts, grinding out results, scoring late winners, and keeping the whole of Glasgow green and white. Meanwhile, across the city, the Blues are trying to convince themselves they're rebuilding again. They've been rebuilding longer than the M8, and it's still a bigger mess than a Saturday night on Hall Street after a Rangers loss. Nygren's already our top scorer, and he's speaking like a leader. I like that. There's no ego, no excuses, just pure fight, the kind of mentality Cal Mack would nod at. You can tell this team's been through a tough patch, but there's that grit and that Celtic spirit that always comes out when it matters. So let me ask you this, and I want you to really think about it. Do you believe Benjamin Nygren could become the next cult hero at Paradise? Or is it still too early to call him the new king in town? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's guy it loudly till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Now, here's a story that'll warm the heart of any Celtic fan who's been wondering what's been going on with Michel-Ange Balikwisha. Finally, the lad's shown a glimpse of what he can bring to Paradise, and what a time to do it, eh? Late on, tension thick in the air, Motherwell thinking they'd nick something, and then bang, Balikwisha with a cross so perfect it could have been painted, and Daizen Maeda throwing himself at it like a man. Possessed, game over, Paradise erupts, 3 points secured. Now, Brendan Rodgers, he's not daft. He knows exactly what that wee moment could mean for the Belgian. After the match, you'd see it in his tone, proud but grounded. He said himself, it's not easy coming into this club. From the outside, folks see the glory, the trophies, the European nights, the lights of Parkhead shining brighter than anything on Hall Street. But once you're inside, you feel that weight. The expectation's massive. You don't just play for Celtic, you live it every single day of your life. Balikwisha's had to learn that the hard way. Came in with all the hype, 5 million quid from Royal Antwerp, the scouts watching him for over a year, and folk were expecting fireworks right from the first whistle. But football doesn't always work like that, does it? His debut at Ibrox didn't exactly go to plan, which, let's face it, is a rough baptism for anyone. And since then, he's been fighting for his place. And then there's Sebastian Tunekti. The Norwegian lads come flying out the traps, fearless, unpredictable, the kind of winger who gets you off your seat. You can see why Brendan's been giving him the nod. He's electric, so it's been a rough few weeks for Balikwisha, watching from the sidelines while the other new boys stealing the limelight. But that assist on Sunday, that could be the spark he's needed. Ye could see it, a flash of class, the wee shimmy, letting the ball roll across him, the perfect delivery right onto Daizen's head. That's what we've been waiting for. You can tell the lad's got talent. It's just about finding his rhythm in this madhouse we call Celtic. Rodgers said it's all been a wee bit of a blur for him, and you can believe that. The pressure here's no joke. You're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, where second place might as well be last, but Brendan still sees something in him, says over time he'll prove to be a really good player for the Hoops. And I'll tell you what, that wee bit of belief might go a long way. Now it's down to the lad himself. Build on it, keep your head down, don't let Tunekti run away with that spot. Celtic fans, you included, love a redemption story, don't ye? And this might just be the starter one. So here's my question for you. Do ye reckon Balikwisha's finally turned a corner and is ready to become a key man for Celtic? Or is this just a one-off flash in the pan before he fades again? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jay it loldy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Now this one's a proper Celtic story. Grit, heart, and a man who'd bleed green and white if you cut him open. Daizen Maeda, the wee Japanese workhorse, once again proved why he's one of the most relentless players to ever pull on the hoops. Sunday at Paradise wasn't just another game. It was a roller coaster that had every Celtic heart pounding harder than the bass in a Glasgow nightclub. There we were, 1-0 up and cruising, and then bang, Motherwell flipped it on its head. 2-1 down, the place tense enough to snap. You could feel it in the stands, folk muttering, nerves jangling, another nightmare at Parkhead looming. But then Brendan Rodgers rolled the dice, and oh, did it pay off. On came the cavalry, James Forrest, Arnie Engels, Michel-Ange Balikwisha, and the man of the moment himself, Benjamin Nygren. First, Nygren, cool as you like, pounces on a keeper's howler, buries it, and gives us hope again. Then in stoppage time, when the anxiety was thicker than the fog on the Clyde, came that moment. Engels with the vision, Balikwisha with a whip of a ball across the box, and there's Daizen diving in like a warrior, heading it low and true into the corner. The roar from Paradise, you'd have heard it from the other side of the city, the kind of roar that makes the blue half of Glasgow close their curtains and turn up the telly to drown it out. And that's why Brendan Rodgers was full of praise after the match. You could hear the pride in his voice when he spoke about Daizen. He just deserves so much credit, he said. This is a lad who, after everything that went on in the summer, the talk, the uncertainty, the disappointment, still shows up every single day, works like a madman, and gives his all for the badge. When Brendan said, if it affects a player like him, you know how deep it goes, you knew exactly what he meant. It hit hard. Daizen's been asked to play everywhere, left, right, center, and instead of complaining, he just cracks on with it. He's been out on that right wing where, let's be honest, he looks like a Ferrari stuck in traffic. It's his natural spot, and yet he still runs, presses and fights for every ball like it's the last one he'll ever touch. That kind of commitment, you can't teach it. It's pure Celtic spirit. Brendan sees it too. He knows Daizen's more than just a runner. He's a finisher, a game changer. And maybe, just maybe, that goals reminded the gaffer where this lad truly belongs, through the middle, where he's lethal. Now, there's talk he might leave in January, and that's fair enough. But if he does, let him go out in a blaze of glory the way heroes should. While he's still wearing that green and white, we need to play him where he shines, not waste him out wide. So, here's what I want to know from you. And don't hold back. Should Daizen Maeda stay and be played in his proper position through the middle? Or is it time to cash in come January and let him move on? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant Lordy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic Dafts.